Right guys, today we're going to be talking about another food item that is killing your gains, and that is refined carbs. I say refined carbs are killing your gains because your body needs greater insulin to process refined carbs as opposed to unrefined carbs, which leads to greater insulin spikes, insulin dips. This then leads to your body needing to pump out more and more insulin each time, and your body does this until it can no longer fulfill that need, and then your body sort of packs up and you end up with things such as diabetes and metabolic syndrome, meaning you can't process food properly and your body won't be functioning at its optimal state. I say when it comes to the fitness industry, this is a big thing because it's going to lead to greater fat gain, because insulin is an anabolic agent, however it's indiscriminate. So once your muscle cells filled up and you've got no more storage there, it all gets pumped into your fat cells and you end up with greater fat. This is terrible, well, really bad when you're trying to bulk, especially because when you're trying to build muscle, if you have greater body fat, you have greater estrogen throwing out the rest of your muscle building hormones, mainly your testosterone, out of whack, meaning you'll end up with suboptimal gains. In turn, that means you'll end up gaining more fat to each pound of muscle you gain. So instead of going, say, 2 pounds of muscle and 1 pound of fat, or 1 pound of muscle to 1 pound of fat, you might end up with 2 to 1 in terms of fat gain to muscle or higher. And ideally, when we're bulking, we're trying to build as much lean tissue as possible. We're not trying to gain fat, because then it just makes our cuts even longer and even more depressing, and you'll end up feeling more and more starved as you have to go on for longer. So that's why I say to be careful with it, because ideally you want to build as much lean tissue. So say you're building that 1 to 1 or 2 to 1 of muscle to fat, and then when it comes to your cut, it's a lot nicer. It's not going to be as fun, because cuts generally aren't that fun, but it's a lot nicer for you. You don't have to deal with the shit of I'm starving and all that sort of crap. No. So what I would suggest to you is when you're doing your macros, planning your meals, just think, how can I make this a little bit healthier? Maybe we'll take out some of the refined shit like brownies and bring in things like brown rice, potatoes and sweet potatoes, things like that, because your body will process the brownies very differently to how it processes your potatoes, your rice and your sweet potatoes, because the body is used to eating these things. The brownies are sort of made crap that we've come up with over the years. It's not just naturally occurring, and generally when you bring foods further away from how they are naturally occurring, they end up being worse for your body. So I personally fall into that trap myself. That's why I track my food intake and my macros, so I can, well, food intake in terms of what I'm actually eating, and my macros, so I can then go back and assess, okay, maybe I've done this, it's too much, I need to change this out for that. So guys, when I'm saying it, just make your simple little switches. So say from French fries to potatoes, your white rice to brown or basmati rice, and your body will then thank you for it, and you'll probably end up reaching your goals a little bit quicker, but you'll feel better for it even if you don't. And anyways guys, I hope that helped. If it did, leave a comment down below, comment anything you want to see in a future video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and ring that bell so YouTube notifies you when I next upload. And most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day and take care.
Take me to Neverland.